Hello, very good morning. Welcome to JS Testing Academy. Welcome to the next part of video in the JMeter series. Okay, so in this particular video, we are going to see how to run the JMeter scripts in the Docker. Okay, so Docker, right now in the previous in the playlist, I think you have seen how to run the JMeter in the Jenkins CI/CD tool, right? This one you are running in a right separate, right isolated machine, right, yeah, right, in a container. Okay, so how to run the the JMX file right in an isolated environment. So that is what we are going to see in this particular tutorial. Okay, so I already have the JMX file with me. Okay, let me, before showing that, we should go to the JMeter right hand, open the in the bin folder. You should click the executable jar file, Apache JMeter. These are all basics. I think you can see in the previous videos. Okay, so what I did is, right, I already created one project here, a small folder. Okay, in the folder, not this one, in the folder, right. So I created this folder here. One minute. Okay, I think it's multiple folders have been created. Okay, this is the folder. Okay, so JMeter project. Okay, in this folder I have kept the JMX file, the script. Right, normally we can record the script through tools, and this I have taken one API test. Okay, so if I import, you'll understand. Okay, I'll go open. Okay, this one. Okay, so this I'm just testing the endpoint C2TA or C2TA endpoint with the get, post, and put request. Okay, this video we have already posted in the playlist. You can go and see how to test with an API. Okay, how to test an API with the help of JMeter. We have put this video. I'm using the same JMX file, get, post, and put request, three requests. Okay, this is an HTTP sampler I've added. I've added thread groups. Okay, I've added three thread groups. Three threads is going to run, and I've added the view results tree to run the test. Right, if I run, it's going to execute. Right, all the get, post, put, request. Since I gave three thread groups, it's going to iterate three times, and it's I have given a loop also, so it's going to run the loop also. Okay, so you can see, right, the test is executing and all the test is been passing here. Now we want to run this same JMX file right in an right Docker. That is the plan. This we saw normally in the previous videos, but we need to see, right, this should be run in Docker. Right, for that we need to install Docker desktop in our right in a machine. Okay, if you go to our YouTube channel, right, I already posted a video. Okay, so you can, I have already posted a video for Docker here in the playlist. Okay, so if you see DevOps for automation, this playlist, you can see the Docker video. I've already added this video, Docker integration. Just basic setup of Docker I've already done. You need to go to Google and just download the Docker. Just download the Docker desktop in your machine, and you can sign it up also with your Gmail. Okay, that's a basic thing, right? You need to do. Okay, just sign it up also. The Docker desktop, right? The latest version, you should do it. That is the most important thing. You should do. Okay, next after that, right after right installing, setting it up, what we should do is we should create a project folder. Okay, so JMeter project, I created one folder, report results, the JMX file, and we need to create a Docker compose file. I will come back to you shortly. Okay, this results will be generated once we run the file. So we need to create a folder and keep the JMX file. In the same JMX file, you should keep the docker compose file also, .yaml file also. Okay, let's come back to that shortly. Okay, so after installing Docker desktop, we should make sure, right, the Docker is installed or not, and what is the version. For that, first you should go and check the version, right? For that, the syntax is okay, Docker hyphen version. Okay, so if I give, you can able to see what is the version I have installed, whether the Docker is installed or not. For checking that, right, you need to give Docker hyphen version. Okay, first thing, you just ignore the previous one. Okay, first thing what we need to do is, right, we need to pull it as an image. Okay, we need to pull the right JMeter image, right. First we need to do it, right. For that, the syntax is, right, 1 minute, Docker pull just before JMeter. This going to download the JMeter as an image. Okay, so everything here, right, we tell it as an image. Even the cell name, right, right, standalone, Chrome, right, Firefox, everything, right, we call it as an image here in the Docker terms. Okay, for that we need to first we need to install, right, the Docker pull just before JMeter. If I do that, that JMeter image is pulled here from the repository. Okay, so I've already I've done that in my machine earlier, so it's just updating it, right, for you, right, it will just pull freshly into your machine. Okay, now the JMeter is pulled from your machine. Okay, and the another one most important thing is, right, you should navigate to the folder, the where you created. Okay, you should go to the folder. In that folder, you keep the API test.jmx, the reports and results, and give type cmd and click enter. You will be in the directory of where you keep the API test.jmx. Okay, make sure in the you are in the right folder, right, before running the test file. Okay, now we already saw that in the GUI it's working. We can run and see with the help of Docker in the non GUI mode also. Okay, for that the command is, okay, Docker run, okay, and hyphen right, rm. Okay, so the Docker hyphen rm means removes the container once it stops running. After it's running, it removes the from the container. Okay, next one is, right, hyphen v means it just locates to the directory, the it points to the directory where the API test jmx file is stored. So hyphen v, it mounts to the directory, the volume to the directory in your local machine, and it tells the path where the test have been stored, f colon jmeter, okay, and a test. Okay, and next one is wv sets the working directory inside the container. Now the test is been pulled inside the container, so we are running the jmeter jmx file inside the container. Okay, containers is nothing but an environment where we are going to run the right, jmx file. Okay, for running in the container, we need to pull the what image, JMeter image, right. We should tell, right, what image, right, what software we need to do. The software is downloaded as an image in the Docker. Okay, next one is hyphen n tells a non-GUI mode. You are running in the non-GUI mode, okay, in the background. Okay, next one is, right, hyphen t, right, tells specifies the which jmx file to run. You are telling hyphen t just run this API test jmx file, and l tells about the specifies where the output folder where the result should be stored. Okay, so if I copy this one and go to the directory where a JMX file is stored, and if I run it, click it, right, this should execute. It's running, started the APX, right, API JMX file, and it's run, it's executed here, right. This is how we can run, right, we can just see, right, the all the containers, right, it is being executed, we can able to see, right, you can see the API, right, project also, right, you can see it, right. So I've just started this container before 14 minutes, and JMeter project it executed. Okay, and we can see what image it created. We can see that the previous images selenium standalone, like this we pulled the, just for before JMeter image, right. So it pulled it, and it's running all the endpoints, and it's just saying in the, layer by layer what layer it is being executed, we can able to see. Okay, so now you see, right, it executed in a non-GI mode. Suppose, right, I want to run, right, as a Docker compose file. So in a single file we'll, right, it's going to, right, create a container, and it's going to pull the image. Okay, and then it's going to go to the path, and it's going to run the JMX file, and it's going to create a log and store in the reports, and it's going to store the results also. So we can do, right, set it up everything in a Docker compose. Same thing we can run in the other tools also, we can do it. Okay, so now I just opened a notepad, and I created these lines, and I saved as docker hyphen compose dot yaml file, yml. Okay, is it saved as dot yml? Okay, make sure you are opening a notepad and saving this as docker hyphen compose dot, right, yml file. Okay, so now, you can see, right, it has, started with the services defines a service that will be managed by the, what is a service which is managed by the Docker compose, and JMeter tells the name of the service. Okay, and image tells the what image you are pulling, like for example Docker, JMeter image. Okay, and this container name tells about the name of the container. Okay, it's just giving a, sets a name of the container which we are going to run. It's just giving a name of the container which we are going to run. Okay, and this volumes mounts the project where it's been stored, and which part, right, of where the JMX file is stored. Okay, and command defines, right, what are the commands we are going to use it. Okay, hyphen n tells it's going to run in the non-GUI mode, it's going to run in the background command line, as a command line it's going to run, it's not going to run as an GUI mode. Okay, hyphen t tells the, as we saw, right, it tells the path of the JMX file. Okay, telling the path of the JMX file, and L talks about the report, the output folder where the report is being stored. Okay, and J saves the JMeter log. Hyphen J saves the JMeter log. Okay, for executing this. Okay, so like that we have to keep the, store the Docker hyphen compose file where the JMX file has been stored. Okay, where the JMX file has been stored. Okay, now what we need to do is, right, we need to run this compose file, right. We should go to the path of the directory. Okay, where the, right, Docker compose file is stored, and we have to run this command. Okay, 1 minute, let me copy. Okay, and, right, 1 minute. So it's a version, since it's using the older version, I'm just giving Docker compose up. Okay, you can see, right, the image is been downloaded. Okay, it started the container, and it executed the, right, the JMX file inside the container. You can see the summary of report, what date executed, time, how much second, minimum second, maximum, what happened and when it date and all, it's right executed, you can see. Okay, so this docker hyphen compose up starts the container. Okay, suppose, right, I want to run in a detached mode. Okay, so if I want to run in an right background mode, I can use docker compose up hyphen d. Okay, this is going to run in an detached mode. Okay, so if I give 1 minute, so it's going to run in the background. Okay, so it's not going to show the logs here. Okay, it's going to run in a background. Suppose, right, I want to run with logs. Okay, I can give docker logs. Okay, 1 minute. Okay, you can see the logs. Okay, you can see the detailed logs, right, if you want, right. If you want to see the log execution with more logs, detailed logs. Okay, what is a container, what error you got, right, if you want to see more logs, right, you can generate these logs with the help of this command. Okay, if I want to shut down the container, okay, I started this container with up. If I want to shut down this container, right, you can give this one docker compose down, it will stop the container. Okay, 1 minute, sorry, we should remove the hyphen due to the version mismatch. Okay, it shuts down the container. Okay, it removes the container and it shuts down, closes the container. Okay, so these are the commands we should know for execution of a docker. Okay, so if you see, right, the reports will be stored here, the logs will be created. Okay, of the execution, you can see the logs is created here, and you can see the reports also, results also, you can able to see. Okay, so this is how we can run the JMeter with the help of the Docker. Okay, so this we can again we can integrate Jenkins with Docker. Okay, Docker with Kubernetes slowly will run. Okay, and we can also run the Docker in the master slave mode distributed environment. We can run, so that also can be it's possible with the help of the JMeter. Hope this video is useful for you. Thanks for watching this video. Have a nice day. Bye.